Angel Guzman on the pole position, the RFK Racing Cup Series driver, in his debut in VARCA has won the Heat 1 basically at every lap. Michael Allwright would have wanted to win that heat, as it would have gotten him 5 bonus points to let him extend his lead. But I know that Charlie Atherton and Tyler Burnett are big fans of Angel Guzman after that race yesterday. Charles VARCA doesn't have a very big fan behind him. Don Marinello led every single lap of Heat 2. Well, except the last one, because Charles VARCA got by him. Speaking of heat number 2, coming into the last turn, Declan Bennett was not in the race. Mitchell Martindale slid up, trying to pass Gigaballs, and Bennett got in the race. He starts last. Can he come through the field? Let's go trackside for the command to fire up engines. To say the most famous words in motorsports, random in our 2003 voice.
Drivers, start your engines!
Engines are fired. As you see the starting grid scrolling by on your screen. Here we come into turn number 4, side by side. Here we come, Guzman, VARCA, their front row. Green flags in the air, we're racing in Gateway. Guzman able to lead the first lap. Marinello was quick to abandon Charles VARCA, and he's jumped into the third position as VARCA still struggles to get to the bottom. Look at Michael Allwright trying to take the lead away already, and he's cleared. The points leader to the lead already. And it may not be over for the Cup veteran, as Marinello looks to the inside, but he's going to cross over on Michael Allwright. They're going to be side by side for the lead down the front straight, but it's going to be Allwright who leads the lap over Guzman. VARCA finally able to clear. He's going to be racing side by side with Hernandez, though. Or is he going to try to make it free wide? Guzman able to clear now. Top not really coming in. Expected it to from what we saw in the heat races. VARCA way up the racetrack, the Bristol winner. And they're throwing sliders on each other left and right, because they just can't seem to get a run. Look, here comes another one to the bottom. Guzman could play off too. No, Allwright won't let it happen as the top finally comes in. It's unfortunate for Guzman, but fortunate for Allwright, who wants the top in 3 and 4. As up the racetrack, Hernandez is going to get the outside retaining wall. How long does he ride it? Just something. Charlie Atherton is struggling early, so they missed something on the setup of that 73. Started in the back of his heat. I expected him to finish at the front, but him and Ronnie Meeks both struggled to get through the field, and that's what really caused their bad starting positions. Wouldn't be necessarily call it bad, it's just midfield, but midfield, you never know what can happen. 3 wide for position right here. Joseph Sheldon, Lego Ego, and Anthony Hernandez. Hernandez, though, with the faster car, is going to be able to clear them both. Aaron Din battery back here as well as Joseph Sheldon goes around Lego Ego. Down into 3 and 4, the 3 wide is alright stripped back. VARCA thought about making it 4. He's going to still keep it on the bottom. They're going to be 3 wide as Arbaugh is right there with them as they head into 1. Albright able to clear Coons way up the racetrack. And then as we go further back, as you get a look at all the cars in this field, Travis Scott back there in the 4 car. Jonathan Snowski down in the last position. Wait, he's not last. Christian Maskery in the last position. Surprising out of him after he started 30th. As Austin Hill, the Townie winner, gets in the outside wall. Let's check on Declan Bennett. Wherever he is. There he is, right there. Okay, I thought he hadn't started the race and I missed an issue. Okay, Bennett battling with Austin Hill, who he battled for the Townie win. Now he's battling with him for spots in the back of the field, which neither of them probably expected coming into this weekend. 3 wide for position as they split David Ryan's. As they go side by side into turn 1. '53 still hanging tough with the 23 right here. Now he's able to clear. Albright's gotten into second, and Demarion Robinson's gotten into the lead as Angel Gusman slipped back. This is the farthest back he's been all weekend. It's Rev Racing 1-2 with the Venturini car, Brady Arbaugh back in the 3rd position. And out to the inside, Michael Albright, here's here. The points leader is here to show that he can win races and that he's going to win this championship. Side by side for the lead down the front. Robinson's not going to let his teammate get there though. Or will the teammate force him to get there? Yes, he will. Great move, power move by Michael Albright to get his teammate up the racetrack like that. Robinson didn't want to take them both out. Down the front straightaway, side by side. Look at Arbaugh making it 3 wide. Side by side for the lead though. Robinson, Albright, Arbaugh is going to make it 3 wide. 3 wide for the race lead. Can Arbaugh hang off turn 4? Possibly. He's going to keep it to the inside of the Marion Robinson. Barnett thought about making it 4. Are they going to be 4 wide for the lead? Oh, Albright in the wall. 3 wide for the 1st position though. Albright dropping back like a rock. Oh, they're crashing. Angel Guzman on his sled. And this is not what he wanted. Caution flies. Guzman in his VARCA debut did not want this to happen. Brady Arbaugh is your race leader and tried to make it forward, and he just got contact with Charles Barga. Sent him upside down. Let's get another look at it. You can kind of see here, he's making the move, and then Varca just misjudged it, and wow, that's a hard hit. Unfortunately for Guzman, that's all she wrote for today. With Angel Guzman, obviously heartbreak for that entire team right now. They worked so hard to prepare this car that sat on the pole position, and now it's out of the race before halfway. But you can see he just gets turned and then onto his lid. He probably would have been able to continue if he had not flipped. Charles Varca, you can see him going down the back straight away, and watch. See the 8 make his move? I don't think Varca expected him to come up like that. And that is what really caused the crash, because Varca thought that Guzman was going to stick it 4 wide in there, and then Guzman didn't. Don't even know on the 66's view of this. And you can see Varca sticking it up there. You can see Guzman making his move, and then yeah, just nothing that could have been done differently by anyone. Brady Arbaugh leading them down pit road right now as they get ready to make their pit stops. This should help them make it to the end of the race. As they all can now not see if any spots can be gained by drivers here in the pit road. Actually, how much of an advantage pitting further back can get you, we will see as they make their pit stops. You can see Varca with that beating up back bumper. His stop's probably going to be longer than most cars. Maranello coming out close to the front, which is a shock. Let's see if they try to patch up any damage on Varca. Oh, yeah, they're gonna look at the damage on Maranello and Varca. And you can see the 8 of Angel Guzman is done for the day. They've patched up whatever they can on Varca's car, and they're looking at Maranello right now. Lego had a slow pit stop. Coming back to the restart, Brady Arbaugh, Tyler Barnett. Michael Albright further back in the field. Green flag's back in the air, and it's Barnett who gets the jump. Arbaugh is able to lead the first lap of the restart as they keep it clean in the one, but I don't think that's going to be how it goes for much longer as they continue to slide up the racetrack. Further back in the field, though, Michael Albright, not what he's needing right now. And Charles Varca also back there. Along with Dynamo now, they're doing just fine. Tommy Fletcher also buried back there. He must have had a slow pit stop as well. And when you have damage like old Tracy Jones in the wall, like what Varca and Maranello have, you're not going to be very competitive. LJ Coons might get a move for position. Oh, Borski way up the racetrack. Into the outside wall. keeps it going now. They were able to get out of a possible wreck, and the caution is out. Anthony Hernandez in the 32, it appears, has been wrecked. Hernandez further back right here, and it's a carbon copy of that last wreck, except nobody went on their lid, and they should be able to continue. Let's just get an onboard view of Anthony Hernandez. It's basically the same to what happened last time, except, what's his face? No one was trying to make a 4-wide move. They've given us the 1-to-go signal once again, and we'll be lap 25 of 85 when we go back racing. Borski buried back here. There's some good cars buried back in traffic. Let's talk about some riders. Joseph Sheldon having a really solid run. Right now, I'm currently in Joseph Sheldon's currently in the 11th position. Not a bad run for the Alaskan. Let's see if I was right. And if he, yep, the 11th position, he may be able to crack the top 10 on this restart. I mean, he could be the highest finishing debuter today, with Angel Guzman now out of the race after that unfortunate accident. And Guzman has declined comment after he declined to comment after he exited the media center. Not media center, care center. Anyway. Green flag back in the air. It's a bunch of Toyotas down low, but it won't be for long because look at Tyler Barnett making it 3 wide for the race lead. Hector Daniel thinking about making it 4. Decides not to. Or will he? Look at the Venezuelan. A Venezuelan at the front. We haven't seen this since Pastor Maldonado in 2012. And I saw a car further back in the grass, I believe, so... Oh, trouble! Joseph Sheldon! Michael Albright's involved. Crashing in the 1, Kenny McCormick in the 02, Danny California in the 74. Ronnie Meeks in the 1, the points leader Michael Albright in the 2. Caution waves once again. And Danny California once again has crashed, and after 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes. They were getting a bit over aggressive, and then down in the 1, California hooks Albright, and then further back they just start crashing. 2, I guess, because they just said, wait for me, I want to be in this too, I want some TV together. Check me up. What is this 97 doing? I don't know what I just watched. Riding on board with the 2 of Michael Albright, you can see them dicing in front of him. Obviously, here comes the 74 of California. And this is where the contact happens, but up in the air was Michael Albright. And then we're going to go on board with California, Sheldon, and then Janitor. Well, let's see his view. And it's like a carbon copy again of the Guzman accident, because look. But that one actually looks intentional, so I wonder if there was any beef between those two. Let's take a look when Joseph Sheldon's on board. 10 of Joseph Sheldon, who was in 9th place when this happened. The Alaskan was having a very good run. He was able to use the 2 of Albright as a bit of a cushion, which helped him not get as much damage. Let's look at the 97 of Jack Senator, who just had the biggest case of ARCA brakes I've ever seen in my life. So they're wrecking, right? Well, and you can see them up here, and then he just drives in and takes the 1 and the 93 out, and the 02 of Kenny McCormick. We have 1 lap to green. Hector Daniels, the leader. We have 1 lap to green. Hector Daniels, the leader. It'll be lap 31 of 84 when we go back to racing. But Michael Albright, the points leader, is out of this race. What a turn of events. Speaking of some turn of events, look at some of these cars at the front. Kevin Morales, my car, Gigaballs is up here. So many cars we didn't expect up here today have made their way to the front through this chaos. Hector Daniel, Tyler Barnett, the front row. Can we finally get into a rhythm? And can we get green to the end? 3 cautions so far. Guzman, California, and Albright all out of this race. Green flag back in there. Barnett gets the jump. Barnett gets the jump into 1. Daniel's going to clear him in for second. But Barnett over Daniel over Castro. Further back, you see Stan Earnhardt making it happen right here. Obviously, they're being more careful. Gigaball's in the outside wall. Look at Chasey Jones to the bottom. Gotta get off the gas, That's the main thing you want to do under these corners. Oh. Borski got the ball. Look at the 7. Runner up at Daytona, I believe he was. Marinello went to the outside retaining wall. Pretty hard for him. Everton and Barnett need to make the most out of this race. Albright's out. Their teams need to be telling them this. Albright is out of the race. Go, go, go. And obviously, this is a nightmare for the Red Racing number 2 team. But it's a dream come true for people like Tyler Barnett. He was like a good amount of points back. He'll be in contention for the championship. Look at Tony Castro. Thompson up here in the mix. You see people like David Ryan's able to hang with Charles Varga a bit. Donald Sean, don't make it 4 wide. Okay, they're gonna be good. How about the 7 up here? This will normally be the 7's second top 10 of the year, I believe. Yeah, the 7 car is in 10th position. Does anyone else notice how, like, in no real-life divisions, the 7 car is not a good car? I mean, in most real-life divisions, the 7 is a good car. Except for, like, Xfinity and Truck. Like, oh, almost in the wall. Joseph Sheldon back here. Heartbreak for him. He was looking at a possible top 10 run for his debut, and he would have impressed so many team owners. Now the highest guy making his debut, I believe, is Gigaballs in the 27, with Rodrigo Maltos right behind him. No, Travis Scott is the highest. you can see the 69 of Tommy Fletcher passing my truck, and look at who it is. Declan Bennett from all the way in the back, going for 11th position. It's incredible how some things work out for some drivers. Wasn't even in the race, and now he's going by the 7th for 11th. Oh, up the racetrack goes Tyler Warner. Gotta keep it out of the wall. Way wide for that Rini 20 car. Sean White up in the mix for the lead. And this race has just been completely flipped upside down. Quite literally for Angel Guzman. Started first, he's gonna finish last. Michael Albright started third, he's gonna finish third to last. Danny California, mediocre at best, one run turns into a bad run. Obviously we're looking to excuse me, expand our full-time entries next year so we can have maybe a 20-car championship, Formula VARCA 1. We're not going open wheel. Side by side for 4. Aaron Dinn, Tyler Barnett, Sheehan Abraham Joseph back there, Lance Thompson, Joshua Rodriguez, Hector Daniel, Declan Bennett trying to break into the top 10. This would make him the driver of the weekend if he could. And look at the 7, he's making a run. Do not count this 23 out for the win. If we get another caution, hopefully we don't, but if we do, 23 could win this race. I believe. He's my one to watch. Up the racetrack, the wall is the 55 one to watch. As he almost gets into it, they're going to split Bennett free wire, attempt to down the front. The 23 plans to run most of the rest of the races this season, except for Myrtle Beach, which they're looking for some extra funding for. Up the racetrack, Abraham Joseph in the wall. Atherton goes by. Every point matters here, because it's a Chevy, Ford, and Toyota, the top 3 in the points. Okay, so coming into this race, as we got a side-by-side battle for the lead. Okay. Robinson and Castro for the lead. Michael Albright had a 17-point lead coming into this race. That's going to be gone. He's not going to be the points leader. Tyler Barnett. Tyler Barnett was 41 points out of the championship. No way he would have won it. Now he's back in it. Aaron Dinn was out of the championship. He's going to be back in it. It would help a lot if he were to win. They're going to catch Jonathan Stanowski here soon, which could play a role in the win. And they're going to lap Joseph Sheldon, Anthony Hernandez, Ronnie Meeks. Gavin Borski-Berry back here, he's not able to make much of a run. And then here's Brady Arbaugh. He's having a bit of trouble getting back to the front. was caught up in that Albright accident, got stuffed into the wall by Charlie Atherton. You can see they've been down pit road to fix the damage, but I think the damage has already been done. To the race result, at least. For the lead, still old Demarion can't get inside. And Stanowski in the 03 is about half a straightaway, maybe over that, ahead of the leaders. I mean, so they will lap him. Which is also going to be interesting to see how and where they catch him. Bennett and Daniel in the back of this pack. Side by side for the lead. Sean White gets by Robinson. Side by side for second, Robinson and White. As White has already gone around Robinson. Robinson trying to take the position back. Won't happen. And they can see Stanowski getting bigger and bigger and bigger in their windshield. Okay, so Stanowski needs to know to get out of the way of these guys. Oh, Castro way out the racetrack. Something happened. He must have been preparing for a pass on the 03, maybe? Now the 03 is going to hold up Sean White. Aaron Din's going to go through the second. And 75 is going to drift back because that 03 just has no pace in it. Now he's going to slide up out of the way of the 75. Robinson leads as we approach the end of this race. But now, there's a new character in second. It's Aaron Din. As they come around the corner, Robinson going for his third win on the season. But he's 10th in the point. Robinson is almost 2 races out of the championship lead. What if he would have won this, or he at least get a good result? That would help him a ton. Because he's wrecked out of the past 2. I think he wrecked in Monza as well. I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe he did. Oh yeah, he did, because he got beached. Yeah. So the past 3 races, he is wrecked out. Side by side right here. Oh, trouble. Hector Daniel got the outside wall. Garcia Yuri gaining on this lead group. But Daniel with big problems. Arbon coming through the field. So is the 55, the 45, and the 73. in over the back number of the Marion Robinson. Can he get to the lead? Down in the turn number 4, coming around. And you can see Atherton and Arbon going at it for the back. Atherton's really gaining as many points as possible because these slower cars start to fall off later in a run. And obviously some of these quicker cars have damage, so they aren't able to just blast by them. Now, Din still putting pressure on the 6 of Demarion Robinson for this lead of the race. Din's teammate Joshua Rodriguez is going for the 3rd position on Tony Castro. Can't make it happen right now. Into turn number 4. Castro starting to pressure Din. Din still pressuring Robinson. Robinson isn't pressuring anyone. Teammate Michael Albright's on the pit box for the Marion Robinson. You know, just telling him to hit his marks and just don't let Atherton or Barnett win. I'm sure that Albright wouldn't care if, like, Tommy Fletcher won this race, since Tommy's not really in the championship battle. And you see, they want to get by Bennett right here, because he is not capable of keeping up with Barnett. But look at the 26. He's just waiting and waiting and biding his time, because he knows Joseph Sheldon's just up the road. If the 6 pulls a Tony Castro, he could take the lead of the race, and that's what he's banking on, is the 6 getting up the racetrack. Aaron Din is 4th in the points. He wants this win so he can be able to compete for the championship, since a win would put him in the hunt. And even though we don't have playoffs, there could be 4 drivers in contention for the championship in the last race of the season at Duke Point, a dirt track, which had a bunch of wrecks. And it also had beef between Borat Sagiev and Charles Varga at Knoxville. Never thought I'd see the day where a guy named Borat and a guy named Charles have beef. Side by side for the back as Rodriguez now goes to take the position from Tony Castro. He's clear. Now it's the Smith Brothers Racing 2nd and 3rd right now. Joshua Rodriguez sat on the pole at IRP and then got his doors blown off by Tony Castro within 2 laps of the race starting. But he led a lap. I don't think there is a single driver who has completed every single VARCA race this season. Every full-timer has about 1 DNF, probably. You know, I think Albright. No, he didn't. I don't think Albright actually did. The Marion's wrecked a few times and DNF'd. I can't remember if Aaron DNF'd from any races. They're running down Joseph Sheldon for position right now. Not position, to lap him. Sorry, dang it. He's about half a straightaway ahead. And this is what Din is banking on. He's banking on the 6 having a mistake and slipping up the racetrack and opening the door for Din to go by and take the race lead. But I don't think that will happen. And I know Demarion Robinson just wants that white flag to be thrown because he can see the tank getting bigger in his windshield too. Nobody's really trying to make anything happen right now. As you see, the first battle is like 15, 20th-ish. So they're really all just biding their time. 55 and 45 are about to get by this 7 though. Per position. The 26 to the bottom. And they're all just running the same line right now because they want to keep it clean for now until it comes to the last lap or a crash. And you can see Sheldon getting bigger in front of the 6. Will they catch him? They're probably going to have to go by Stanowski again too. So if this one doesn't work out for Aaron, Stanowski could work out. Can Demarion hang on? Here he comes, he's looking to the inside, trying to get the move over with on the 10 of Joseph. Sheldon, that is. Oh, they're going at it for position further back. Garcia Yuri is going to get a free position out of that, possibly, if he can clear the Clan Bennett, which it doesn't appear that he will. Bennett's going to be able to clear into 1. Or will he? Because he's going to go way up the racetrack. Meanwhile, it's Demarion Robinson over Aaron Din, over Joshua Rodriguez as they come into turn 3 and 4. Robinson is likely going to win this race. Here they come. We aren't on the white flag yet. And they're going to get this lap Stanowski again. Stanowski is in 4. Also, he's just entering 4. The leaders are on the back straightaway. Sheldon going another lap down to Sean White. And now Lance Thompson is getting passed by Alejandro Garcia Yuri. Lance is able to hang on against the 30. But the 30 is top 5 in points, and he's gaining some valuable positions to himself as well. Quickly gaining on Stanowski, the leaders are. About half a straightaway. I don't think Dan is going to win this race if Robinson is able to get by Stanowski perfectly. A caution will change everything. Unless they ended it under caution, because I can't access better cautions. Because it would crash the game. From experience. Some tracks it doesn't, like New Jersey, which is how we had overtime there. I think Monza might have had overtime. Yeah, it did. Monza had overtime. Hopefully, if something happens in Dew Corner, we don't have to end the season under yellow. So the white, not yet. Gary Thompson Bennett, and Arbaugh is back in the mix. Welcome back to the party, Brady Arbaugh. 23 currently in 10th, so he would fall out of the top 10 if Brady Arbaugh were able to get by him, which he probably would be able to. But nonetheless, it is still an incredible run by Brady. Not Brady, Declan. And Declan is getting passed by Arbaugh for the 10th position. Fletcher trying to make something happen. As here they come, they get by Stanowski clean. And Marion knows what to do. He knows that 26 wants the bottom, so he's forcing the 03 up to help him hold the bottom. Smart tactic. But the 26 is done. He doesn't want to be held behind the 6 for much longer. As they come down the back straightaway. I think we restarted at about 31, so about 50 laps. Can Brady Arbaugh get up there? Is my main question. And there's 2 lap cars coming up, so if they get stuck side by side, that is Aaron Din's perfect opportunity to make a move. But a lap car will be Demarion Robinson's 13th reason why. Arbaugh making a move on a Guri. But honestly, in the test race I was doing last week, I think it was Atherton leading, and Joshua Rodriguez was a lap car. This was before I measured the ratings. And Atherton just drove in there and wiped them out and cost himself the lead. Could we see that with Robinson? As they continue to close in on Anthony Hernandez and Ronnie Meeks. Ronnie finished second at Bristol last time out. That top's just going to be so much better for Robinson. Dan is just at such a disadvantage right now. And they won't catch this next group more than likely. So Dan needs these 2 in front of him to be his best friend right now. Hold up the 6 for your lead lap finish, and then the 26 will come on by. Coming to it down the front. Coming right up to them. Now, Din does not want Robinson to catch these guys at corner entry. Well, he might want him to, because it might come go up on the exit. But also, if these guys struggle, Demarion creates some more breathing room and run away with this victory. Because of how worn out these tires are. As here they come into 1. This is not what Aaron needs. Aaron does not want this to be happening to Marion, but the 32 is able to put up a bit of a fight. Here they come, side by side. The Marion up the racetrack. Here comes Din to the bottom. Brady Arbaugh passing Lance Thompson for position. Great comeback by the 15. White flags in the air one more time around for the Marion Robinson. One more lap to go and the 6 will get his third win of the year. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Another win on the year for Rev Racing. Out of turn 4, Marion Robinson is going to get the checker flag. He wins at Gateway. Aaron Din second, Joshua Rodriguez third, Castro fourth, Fletcher fifth, Barnett sixth, White 7th, Arbaugh 8th, Thompson 9th, Gary 10th, Bennett 11th from 42nd.
And here's your race winner, the Marion Robinson, up straight away. Winning the season from 6-5. But now he has won in Gateway. And here's your race winner, the Marion Robinson, up straight away. Winning the season from 6-5. But now he has won in Gateway.